We know Mexico for its rich culture, for its gastronomy, its food passed down from one generation to the next, proudly made from the land. But sometimes, the same traditions that nourish a country can also shape the challenges it faces. Today, diabetes is the leading health issue in Mexico. Every year, it takes more than 140,000 lives, and 500,000 children are already living with the disease. For many of them, childhood begins with something unexpected: daily treatment, constant monitoring, and the silent risk of complications that slowly appear over time: neuropathy, organ damage. Projections warn us that if nothing changes, we're heading towards a future when an entire generation could grow up defined by this condition. A future where diabetes is no longer the exception but the norm. So, the question becomes unavoidable: what can we change now before the future arrives? The answer may not come from something new, it may come from something ancient. Since Mexico is a land of fungi for centuries, mushrooms have lived quietly at the center of its culture, in food, in traditional medicine, and in rituals that connect nature with healing. Long before modern biotechnology existed, fungi were already a part of how people understood the body and its balance. Our research focuses on one in particular, the Ganoderma mexicanus. Within its mycelium exist compounds with remarkable biological potential: beta-glucans, triterpenoids, and active polysaccharide, molecules capable of interacting with metabolic and neurological processes. Our hypothesis is simple: the mycelium of the Ganoderma mexicanus can be used to create an accessible and sustainable therapeutic support for children affected by diabetes and its neurological complications. But discovering the compound was only the first step. The real challenge was integration. How do you bring a treatment into the everyday life of a child? Our answer became the center of this project: a subdermal implant designed specifically for pediatric treatment. The process begins in the laboratory, where the fungal strain is cultivated and sterilized through microencapsulation and lyophilization, preserving its bioactive compounds. The result is a fortified powder derived directly from the fungal mycelium. This compound becomes the active core of the implant. Inside the device, modular microcartridges release controlled microdoses beneath the skin through nearly imperceptible microneedles that reach the hypodermis. Over time, these microdoses support the body in regulating the condition and help prevent long-term complications such as diabetic neuropathy. But the implant is not only a medical device, it is also a material innovation. Its structure is made from a bioplastic derived from the mycelium, creating a lightweight and biodegradable body. The material is partially transparent, allowing the internal mechanisms of the device to remain invisible. The form of the implant draws inspiration from a symbol deeply rooted in the Mexican mythology, El Conejo de la Luna, a story about sacrifice, care, and resilience. By referencing this legend, the device connects advanced technology and cultural memory, transforming the implant into something more human and more understandable for children. The implantation process is simple. A wearable applicator, shaped like a small backpack, is placed on the child's shoulders. Indicator lights guide the alignment, and once the position is confirmed, the device deploys the implant safely beneath the skin. From that moment on, the implant becomes a companion. It accompanies the child from age 6 to 12 years, delivering controlled microdoses that help the body manage diabetes, slow its progression, and reduce future complications. The goal is simple: not to interrupt childhood with treatment, but to protect it. It gives children the chance to play, to grow, to live normally. Solving a crisis like this requires more than science, it requires access. Diabetes in Mexico is not only a medical issue, it is a social one. The communities more affected are often the ones with the least access to treatment. That is why this project also integrates a collective social model. For every implant distributed in the private sector, one implant is donated to the public healthcare system. One treatment funds another, a self-sustaining system designed to reach the communities that need it the most, inspired by the one-for-one model pioneered by the company Tums. Because preventing the future we fear requires more than technology. It requires imagination. The ability to look at something as ancient as a fungus and see it in the possibility of protecting the future of an entire generation.